everybody, and welcome to the Helen Winder Show. I'm Helen Winder, and my guest today is Ally Stevenson from Clean Heels, the Dragon Slayer. Hello, Ally, and welcome.
Hi, Helen. Yeah, fine. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, and it is so great to chat with you. I know we connected on Twitter initially, didn't we?
Yes, we did, and I'm really glad to, be speaking with you as well today. So, this is lovely. I've never done this one before, so this is interesting.
Great. Well, tell our listeners who you are and what it is you do.
Right. Well, my name's Ally Stevenson, and I actually invented the product called Clean Heels Heel Stoppers. Now, this stops the ladies' heels from sinking into the grass at weddings, the races, all outdoor events, and also it protects floors like the National Trust where heels are banned, but when you're wearing clean heels, you're actually able to wear heels at these banned environments. I started in 2006, and I was at a family barbecue party, wedding it was, sorry, not a barbecue, a wedding. And I had to get up for a speech, and we all stood up, and I thought, oh my God, I just don't want to stand up because I was going to ruin my heels. Mm-hmm. But I saw a couple of beer bottle tops, so I put them on the bottom of my heels, and they were just round, and I just stood up and I didn't sink. And I noticed that all my sisters were in the grass, and I just thought, I really don't want to ruin them. So when I put these bottle tops underneath, it was just fantastic. I was not sinking, and they just turned around and said, typical you, always find a way. So that's how it started. So, I then decided to sort of do a prototype, and I went to B&Q, and I got a little bit of tubing, and I used an old plastic CD case, and I just stuck it into the middle bit that's raised on the CD case, cut a big circle, and then started to cut down, in size to make sure that I wasn't going to sink. And that's when I came up with the heel stopper prototype.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
It's a really great idea, because even when you're walking along and you get the good old pavements where they're slightly uneven and you go between them, and nothing worse than wearing a beautiful pair of shoes and then ending up where the heel's been scored through going through between the paving slabs, is there?
Oh God, do you know what? It's got to be the worst thing ever. So especially, and it doesn't matter how much the shoes cost either. You can have expensive ones, or ones that are like, it doesn't matter. Even if they were £20, they still become your favourite pair.
Yeah.
And you just don't want to ruin those heels. So you can use like clean heels, to obviously for the grass and wooden floors, but you could also use the heel sleeves we've got on the website, for everyday use, walking through cobbled streets and like going down escalators like in the tube.
Yes.
And that one will just kill your shoe, especially if you catch it. So, and then it's too late. There's nothing you can do about it.
No.
So, but yeah, I'd definitely try these. They're perfect.
Yeah, they are. I mean, and obviously we don't realise and how many. Gosh, if people added up how many pairs of shoes we've thrown away, where we've damaged them through simple things like grass stains and sinking in, and because suddenly becoming three inches shorter in a few seconds, or walking along on the good old pavements and things, it must add up. So this is going to really preserve the life, isn't it, of our favourites?
Oh, but definitely. I mean, I must admit, I actually don't have one pair of ruined shoes, because obviously I have the heel stoppers and I have the heel sleeves, and I have quite a collection now. So, and it's, I now, just buy what I want to do, and then I just put on, the protection. So, and I don't have one pair of ruined shoes. So
no,
it's great.
It's fantastic. But obviously, at the very beginning, I mentioned that you were the Dragon Slayer. So, I mean, what an experience to, obviously, first of all, be accepted to be on the show, but then to be in front of the amazing dragons that sit there. I call them dragons. They're not really. They're lovely people, and they're very successful.
They are smashing people, and I absolutely love them. And I mean, yes, I was really nervous when I went in, but do you know what? They are such lovely people, and they're lovely people with lots of money. And and the lovely thing is I went on there because I wanted them to open doors for me, and I just really wanted to share my product with all the women out there, and
Yeah.
not just women, men too. And I mean, I was at Cartier Polo Championships selling them, and I had gentlemen coming up, and it was a real muddy day, and they actually used the heel stoppers on the end of their umbrellas so that they wouldn't sink into the mud. And I just
Oh, what
thought it
a
was just
fantastic
amazing.
idea. That's absolutely brilliant.
It was, and you know, and going back to the dragons, you know, I had a fabulous day, and we, you know, as those lift doors opened, I just couldn't stop smiling. So anyone that had watched the show, you would see this, and you know, to the point where my gums got so dry, my lips were like curling up, and obviously that is nerves. So,
Well, it didn't
you know,
look like that, honest, because I watched you, and then obviously I spotted you on Twitter, and I thought, aha, I know what I've got to do here. So, no, it didn't come across nervous at all. You were very calm, cool, and collected.
oh well, thank you so much. Um, but I mean, do you know what? I would say to anybody, have a go. If you have a great idea, you know, go out there and have a go. And you know, because although I was slightly nervous as I went in, I did relax and just thought, these are people. And then it just, you know, I continued to, you know, tell them about the business and everything. So it was a lovely day, really.
Yeah, no, I have to say, well done. You know, what's the experience been since? How's it changed for you, having obviously, because people don't have to go to obviously to the Dragons to get, you know, investors, but if they do gain investments from other sources, it must accelerate, you know, how you're thinking and working. How's it been for you?
Well, I mean, I started the business without the dragons, and it's been established here in the UK and international as well. But I got to the point where I needed help on like marketing. I didn't really know how to do it, because when I came up with the idea, you know, I was just a mum with 2 children, and you know, I had a great idea, and so I had no business degree or anything, so I jumped in there with 2 feet. But I got to a stage where I thought I actually need to take the next step, so I went into the Dragons to get help from marketing, and this is where, you know, the opportunity, you know, I had, and they have been marvellous. You know, they put me onto the right people, and I'm working alongside someone called Notion PR, and they're excellent. In fact, I don't want anyone else to have them. They're that good. I want them all to myself. But you know, it's just been, you know, it's just been a hectic last week. You know, we've sold thousands of hill stoppers already. I've had lots of other people coming in interested, the races, you know, to other companies, and it's been great. So I'm in talks with them still.
Fantastic. I mean, I can see so many events, venues, you know, other, you know, uses, general uses for them. Just having seen them on the Dragon's Den the other night. So what an experience for you. But so are you just here in the UK? I think you just mentioned that you're also international as well.
Yeah, no, I'm here in the UK. I'm also in Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and some European countries, and distributing to other companies who are distributing to other retail shops for me.
Wow, fantastic. So what was your background before, obviously, Heel Stoppers? Obviously, you mentioned that, you know, you were at home, but have you had any experience in business before, or what did you do?
No, well, as I was saying just a minute ago, I've had no business degree or anything like that, but you know, I'm creative and I'm organised. I did work in fashion for a while, in retail fashion, choosing clothes for the next season, and I absolutely loved that. That wasn't like work. It was just great fun, and I love to sell things anyway. But you know, to sell things, you know, you have to get customers' trust. So,
Yeah.
you know, I was always very honest with them. And that's the only experience I've had in like business as in selling, but not running a business. But I am organised. So although it was really hard work, I've learned along the way.
Yeah.
And I always say to people, just don't spend too much money, keep the costs down, and whatever you can do, and be organised. And you know, I think you will succeed, and be passionate.
Yeah, that's the passion is absolute key, isn't it? And maintaining it as well, not sort of getting bogged down with the nitty gritty too much, even though we need to. But you also need to pop your head up and see what it is that you're doing and where you're going and what you're achieving.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, to be honest, in the beginning of me starting up, I had it wasn't a good time for me. Well, it was a good time when I launched the product, but I was then diagnosed with breast cancer the day I launched the product. It was really terrible timing. And then it followed by 4 years of surgery, chemotherapy and radiotherapy. And so it did delay me getting out there, but I had launched the website that day, and people started to come in and buy, and and for a couple of weeks I was able to do that, but then I was taken into hospital as soon as I had that first appointment after 2 weeks and had surgery. So I had friends and family rally around me and help me, which was brilliant. And as the word spread, I thought, well, actually, this must be a really good idea.
Yeah.
But I knew that in my heart.
That's the thing, isn't it? It sits in the heart, doesn't it?
It does, and that's where you have to have passion for what you're doing. Otherwise, you just lose it. And I have passion about everything I create.
Yeah.
You know, I have other ideas as well, which I'm really excited about. But obviously, I will be sharing them later in time.
Yeah.
But you know, for now, it's Clean Heels. You know, I just want to see every woman out there wearing them and protecting their shoes. And it's not only just about protecting the shoes. When you actually put them on, it feels like you're gliding. Because if you had watched Deborah Meaden putting them on Dragon's Den, she was like, you know, but as soon as she put them on, she went, oh my God,
yeah,
it's doing what you're saying. So I can't remember the exact words, but, you know, she was absolutely shocked how well people glided with the heel stoppers on.
It's quite interesting, isn't it? Because when, you know, I've worn heels, sometimes the heel also moves slightly. So it's sort of, they bend slightly, don't they? You know, they don't actually, they give that feeling. So I should think, you know, the heel stoppers will also give a little bit of stability.
They do. This is what it does. For people that I've had a lady actually call me and say, do you know what? I haven't worn heels for a long time, but I tried your heel stoppers and I'm now able to wear my heels again because it is giving me stability. So, you know, I know this helps them. So, and actually my mother, who's 84, also did the same thing, although she is going into flats now.
Oh, bless her heart. That's fantastic. So it's not been, so it's not been, I mean, your journey has been obviously very interesting from the very beginning with what you also went through personally. So first of all, absolutely congratulations, well done, and absolutely inspirational to be where you are today. That's, you gave me goosebumps when you were speaking. So,
but do you know what? At the end of the day, you live once, so you know, get out there. And although I went through that, you have to just move on, and you know, don't give up.
No,
it's, you know, you mustn't give up. I always say that to people. Enjoy life, you know, and just go for what you want to go for.
absolutely.
And what you think you're capable of.
Yeah.
And I didn't give up. You know, it was a very hard time. I was very sick with it, but I mean, I'm clear now and enjoying, you know, clean bill of health.
I can't say any more than absolutely amazing. Well done, you, and to have achieved, you know, getting support from the Dragons as well. That's absolutely fantastic. So obviously you've learned an awful lot along the way. What would be your sort of top tips, if you like, to our listeners out there who are in a sort of a stuck mode? You know, what would you say to them?
Well, I mean, running my own business, and it was only me, so it was quite hard. And the thing is, when you want to run a business, it is hard work. You know, you do work 7 days a week, or you know, your head never, your head never stops thinking about your business because it's your baby. So, you know, but, you know, come the weekend I do relax and I try not to look at emails or anything. And I think that's really important because I think people stress too much. And don't get me wrong, I have been stressed before because it's not easy running your own business. But the best thing is never to get stressed. You know, if you think it's getting too much for you, maybe it's just that you need a couple of days not to think about your work. And, you know, that will freshen you up. And then look at a different angle. If it's not working, and maybe it's time to just look at the business and think, well, where am I going wrong? Where do I have to target? You know, and marketing as well. I mean, I didn't know that, and that's why I got help. And, you know, that's been a tremendous help. I mean, look for a good company that can help you market it, but, you know, find the right person for your company. So, you know, and again, just go for it.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's also, it's not being scared, is it? Because sometimes we, you know, you see this huge journey ahead of ourselves, and we look at the whole thing rather than just breaking it down into chunks and working on each one at a time.
Yeah, I mean, I know things can get on top of us, but like you say, we have to just step back and just say, is this worth carrying on? Have I got a passion for it still? And if you have, then, you know, find out where it's going wrong and then go for it.
Yeah, fully agree with you there.
And get the help. And that's what I did. And that's why I went to the Dragons, because I felt I wasn't moving on. My business was doing well, but I wanted to take the next level. So I thought, let's do this. Let's go for the Dragons. And if they didn't, I thought I'd probably get some airtime from it, and it would be good for me. But I really wanted the girls on board with me, and I got them both. Yum.
You did, absolutely. I can see their faces.
And I must admit, you know what? They are smashing. They really are. They really are lovely.
Well done, and it's an amazing achievement. And I must admit, you know, even if they hadn't have, like you say, if they hadn't have sort of jumped on board with you, the airtime, the visibility was, well, I was already sold rather as soon as I saw the product. So.
I mean, the men on there as well were absolutely brilliant as well. I did have a really good day, and you know, and they thought the product was brilliant too. And but I did go with the right people.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, they are female, so they do understand where we come from.
Maybe I should have got the men to try the shoes on. I think that would have been good, and then they would have realised.
Yeah.
And then they would have got it. So
that could be interesting.
Hopefully they don't wear heels.
Oh, bless. Well, you know, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. How can people purchase the heel stoppers? Is it through your website, or do you have retailers on there?
Yeah, to cleanheels.co.uk, and they also get a free pair with every order. So, you know, it's great to go there, and we dispatched, you know, within 1 hour of them paying, so, you know, the delivery's quick as well. And obviously if they go to our store locator, they will see other people that are stocking them. There are a lot more to go on there yet, but obviously where we've launched, we're so busy we haven't had time to do that. But we will be putting the telephone number back onto the website shortly, and so if they have any difficulties, they can always call, and then we can take card payments over the telephone.
Wonderful. Well, I'll be looking out for them at Henley Regatta, because Henley, I'm literally only 5 miles from Henley, so when I pop along there this year, I should be looking out for them.
Oh, yeah, well, do, because actually Henley Regatta actually sell them in the shop.
Oh, brilliant. What a great idea. That's perfect.
It is, it is. So if you do forget, just go in the shop and pick up a pair.
And yeah, like I say, I'll be taking my camera ready to snapshot and tweet it out for you.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, please. That would be lovely, Helen.
I will do.
Dear.
Don't worry. Well, listen, Ally, it has been an absolute pleasure chatting with you. Many congratulations on many fronts. So well done you.
Oh, thank you so much, Helen. It's been fabulous speaking with you, and my first time on our webinar.
Well
So
done.
fabulous.
No, it's great chatting
Yeah.
to you. And maybe we'll catch up when you've got some other products about to be launched.
Oh yeah, do you know what? That would be lovely. So yes, I'm on the cusp of just doing it, hopefully.
Brilliant. Well, let's keep in touch, and I'd like to just say thank you also to my listeners. You can catch up on all the interviews at www.thehelenwindershow.com. I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye for now.
Bye, Helen.